Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and this Kale right here got a hell of a Dokkan awakening. Whereas Khalifa is still ridiculously OP with her dodging and stuff like that, she still is functionally like almost exactly the same unit, right? Just stronger. Whereas this Kale got a massive upgrade in that she is now able to have the guard ability, which is really, really crazy. So let's go ahead and Dokkan awaken our girl Kale. And then we will go ahead and hop into an event and test her out. But again, having guard, among other things, this Kale is just an absolutely silly juggernaut beast of a unit. They did, I think, a really, really good job with this Kale. Alright guys, so we're here in an event on Team Universe 6, which is just so crazy. Now, I think I only have 31 units on Universe 6, but like, the quality of unit, like, top to bottom on Universe 6, it's so good. Like, all these female Saiyans. Then, of course, KALE is so good. I mean, Champa's very good on this team. Kefla herself is just an absolute animal, right? Like, the Universe 6 team is just super strong. Like, we even got the awakenings for the free-to-play Kale. You know, so if she has a rotation with a Khalifa, she's giving 40% attack and defense. Like, it's just so nuts. And then, like, this STR Kale, dude, is, like, I mean, she's legitimately one of the best units in the game, this Kale, because she stacks attack and defense. She gets 80% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then she gets 10% attack and defense per Pure Saiyan or Peppy Gal category ally on the team. Of course, it works like Kale and Khalifa. So if they're Pure Saiyan and Peppy Gals, it stacks. So having a full, like, Kale and Khalifa team would work best. It's stupid that Kefla is not a Pure Saiyan, obviously. It's so dumb. Think about how fucking stupid it is that Kefla is not giving Kale the full buff. It's so idiotic and moronic, but that's the way it is. And then, of course, Kale busts out additional supers against Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyan category enemy, and then she freaking guards if Khalifa is on the same rotation. Just absolute insanity is what this Kale is capable of doing. She is one of the best units in the game, and she will carry over across every single mode in the game, right? Because it's going to always be easy to have a Khalifa with her. There's even the free-to-play STR Khalifa you could use in Extreme Super Battle Road. That free-to-play Khalifa has great dodging chance, so, like, it's nuts, man. It's absolutely nuts. So, all right, turn 1, Kale has 126k defense, and she stacks. And she's going to be multiple super attacking most of the time. Think about that. Turn 1, 126k defense, she has guard, she's stacking, and she's probably going to be doing multiple super attacks. Like, there are not many units in the game that legitimately can match what Kale can do. Like, I know it seems insane, but it's like these Universe 6 units are just so stupid. Like, it's like, I don't understand why Dokkan is so obsessed with, like, making that. Like, they didn't hold back at all. Like, this Kale, like, if they had done everything they did, except she didn't guard when Khalifa was on rotation, she still would be one of the best units in the game. But then they gave her that guard. Like, it's not like if, like, Khalifa was, like, a shitty character in Dokkan, it'd be different, right? Because it's like, okay, well, you know, now, I mean, you know, Kale can be, like, one of the best ever, but you still gotta force, like one of these shitty Khalifa units on rotation, and it's just not really gonna work that well, right? But that's not the case, because these Khalifa units are freaking busted insane, just like Kale is. So it's gonna work out so well, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They made just pure insanity. That's about as simple as that's gonna go. And then, of course, like, you know, having Kefla's around, like this Kefla unit, like, Universe 6 is just such a ridiculously fun team. Like, you know, just running this team, but, you know, like, probably just not running, like, Champa and Vados. Like, Vados you probably would want to run, depending upon the situation. But, like, you know, not running Champa and then just filling it up with all these, like, females, right? Like, you know, the base form Kale and Khalifa, LR Kale and Khalifa, Kefla, KALE. Like, your team is just, like, invincible, like, offensively and defensively. Like, I think I said Universe 6 might be the best two-way team in the game, offensively and defensively, and I feel like that might be true. They're just so nuts, right? And then it's like, you know, Tech Khalifa right here, right? Like, she has a 100% chance to dodge against Pure Saiyan and Universal Survival Arc, but it's not like she needs to be going up against them for her to be good, because she gets dodge chance based on, what is it, Universe 6 and Peppy Gals, I believe? Let me double check. It's... Yeah, Universe 6, and yeah, I believe Peppy Gals. I mean, it's it's a lot to scroll through, right? Like, this is like a freaking verse right here. But, yeah, I mean, there's Universe 6 up there. So, I mean, man, they did not hold back. So what's her defense here? So now she's up to 147k. Now, keep in mind, you know, she does stack attack. So, like, seeing, like, a max attack stat from her, like, she doesn't really have one, right? We're just going to get higher and higher and higher and higher. Like, just think about how crazy she's going to be in, like, the Legendary Goku event, right? Like, as she's just building her attack and defense and stuff up just so much. Like she's guarding. Like, if Vegito super attacked, he'd do double digits to her. Like, it's so wild. I love it. I mean, these units are fantastic, right? Like, you know, the only thing is that KALE is, like, KALE and Caulifla, these STR units are going to be so dominant on Extreme Super Battle Road, but it's like, Super STR was already, like, borderline the easiest of all 10 stages anyway, because Super STR is by far and away the best typing. So, like, you know, I just don't... It's like, oh, good. We can even dominate it harder now, right? It's like LRUI Goku... I already thought Super STR was, like, pretty much the best, and then LRUI Goku drops. Like, really, if you look at it, like, you know, I would say, I mean, easily to me, the top 3 units in the game are Blue Gogeta, Blue Vegito, and UI Goku, right? 2 of the 3 are Super STR. So, you know, that kind of means some stuff there. All right, now, yeah, I mean, sure, let's just let Kefla go ahead and rock out a little bit. How about that? Let's let Kefla show off quite a bit of power. Again, our girl Kefla, she is pretty crazy. Like, you start getting those orbs, you know, she has to dodge. She could do multiple super attacks. Like, they made her ridiculously powerful. Like, you know, her Beerus and Cooler are just, like, absolutely nuts. What did that say? Did that say 3.7? I looked away. Like, I sort of looked away. That said 3.7? No, it didn't. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. It sure did. She, like, look at this, man, you know, I don't know. I mean, Universe 6 is just, like, because the thing is, like, people, well, I mean, this unit can do this much damage. Yeah, I know. But, like, all these other units in the game, not all of them, but, like, a lot of them, like, they're doing, like, crazy amounts of damage like that, too. But they're not then fucking guarding like KALE does. Or have, like, an 80% chance to dodge like this Tech Caulifla does. Or, you know, KALE herself, or, excuse me, Kefla herself, you know, does have a 50% chance to dodge Super Saiyan 2 at the start of turn. So, I mean, it's just, we don't see units that do all of this the way they do. Like, this, like, we can't take damage on this rotation. There's nothing Vegito can do. I mean, he could tag Kefla with a super attack, I guess, if she doesn't dodge. But, like, the 2 Caulifla and KALE units, they're not going to take damage from this guy. And then, like, you know, Caulifla is also stacking attack and defense as she's super attacking as well. Both KALE and Caulifla are stacking every single time we're going through. So, I mean, you want to just talk about just absolute, like, nuts power, nuts firepower, absolutely craziness. I'm a big fan. That's just it. I don't know. Yeah, see? There you go. Boom. Vegito's not pure Saiyan or Universal Survival Saga, and you all saw just Caulifla just bobbing and weaving, dodging all over the place. KALE's guarding. Like, how do you take damage here? Like, you know, we take these two in the Universal Survival Arc Super Battle Road, and, like, again, Caulifla has a 100% chance to dodge, and KALE will be guarding. Like, like, in that category Super Battle Road, there's, like, no potential for taking damage. And, like, we could do it in Peppy Gal's Super Battle Road as well. And then Universe 6, we could do it in Pure Saiyan. I mean, Pure Saiyan Caulifla won't have the guaranteed dodging, but if I fill the team up with just KALE and Caulifla units, that Caulifla, her dodging could get to nearly 100%, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I do know is that they made sure that these units are freaking busted. So, let's head over to one more team. I mean, KALE's on a number of teams, right? There's a lot of overlap with a lot of these Universe 6 units. You know, Pure Saiyan, Peppy Gal, Universe 6, Rapid Growth. I think we'll also check out the Universal Survival Saga team, where there's just, I mean, it's just got so many buffs recently, right? And if she doesn't finish Vegito off right here, she's going to hit a 4 million attack stat, huh? Yeah. And now she's above 4 mil. I'm actually pretty impressed. This Vegito is hanging in there well. Like, we're getting a lot of attacks in, and he's just sitting there. So these Vegito and Gogeta bosses, well, I think well, I'm not critting and stuff like that, which is why. But, yeah, he's hanging in there pretty well. All right, guys, so now we're on the Universal Survival Saga team. So this is where things do start to get pretty ridiculous, right? Oh, actually, well, So I do want to show that Kale. I'm going to leave Kale right here. She is going to get sealed by Whis, but that's okay. Because just leaving her right here, I just want to show like how she is able to... Well, I guess we can show her guarding next turn. Oh, I'm going to put Kale and Khalifa in slot 1. Because again, they're going to get sealed by Whis. Like this event can be good for doing like showcase and stuff like that. Because oftentimes this event will go on a little bit longer, right? But Whis can be pretty annoying and problematic with his sealing. Because not only does he seal on super attack, but he also seals randomly at the start of turn, so he really does sort of curtail a lot of your attacking and damaging being dealt, right? So that's a big thing. Now, again, remember with Kale, she doesn't specifically need a Khalifa to be next to her to guard. It just has to be a unit with the name Khalifa in it. So LR Kale and Khalifa, TUR Kale and Khalifa, SSR Kale and Khalifa, all of them count, as well as all the different variations of Khalifa, base, Super Saiyan 2, all of that. They all will count to make Kale supremely powerful. And then, I mean, you just look at this team that we have with the Universal Survival Saga. It's just so crazy. Like, honestly, I mean, people are gonna be shocked at this, but the weak link is Blue Kalk and Goku for sure. Like, I would probably argue that he's like borderline like the weakest character on this team. Like, I know people are gonna go, what? Over Tech Khalifa and STR Kale, you're crazy. You're a crazy man. And it's like, yeah, you know, Blue Kalk and Goku's pretty good with that Spirit Bomb, but you know. Defensively, he ain't all that, which is kind of a bit of an issue, you know, sort of. Here, let's have Khalifa just go ahead and attack Beerus. She'll be able to stack up a little bit. Of course, we have LR UI Goku now on here. Like, it's just so crazy. Like this roster that we're able to use is just, like, so silly. Like, you know, and this is without so many top-tier options. Like, we don't have a standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta. We don't have, you know, Blue Kalk and Goku and then Evolution Blue Vegeta together. Jiren, standalone UI Goku, like God Topo Dokkan Fest, like Ultimate Gohan Piccolo. Like, there's so much we can get to really build this up. All right, so here we go. Here's an insane rotation. I mean, just look at this rotation, right? So Kale is stacking attack and defense, and she has guard active. And then Kale and Khalifa, I mean, I still think they're like the 4th best unit in the game. Like, I just think the Blue Fusions and UI Goku would be better than them. But after that, then I think Kale and Khalifa, you still slide them in right there. Like, you know, with their defensive stacking, their ability to do multiple super attacks and stuff like that, it's nuts. And then here we go, guard. Yeah, sorry, Beerus, you can't touch her. Like, she's untouchable. There's nothing you could do. You're just going to eat this super attack to your face, to your chin, bitch, and that's all you're going to do, and you can't do a damn thing. And now here comes Kale and Khalifa to blast his ass out of here. Like, it's so nuts. And then, like, Kabe is there, too. Like, I don't know. I mean, the Universal Survival Saga team definitely still is in range to becoming the best team in the game. I mean, you know, we would need, like, you know, standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta and, like, super full power Jiren and some of these units to be, like, ridiculously OP, which they definitely could be, but that is definitely something we would need for it. And we'll even get a nice little attack from our boy UI Goku. I think I've only dodged, like, 1 attack up to this point, though, so, like, keep that in mind. You know, this is not him, you know, fully built up or anything like that. You know, UI Goku, depending upon the event, like, you know, if you, like, early on, you manage to get him, like, you know, 3 quick dodges or something like that, I mean, this boy is just going to be so stupid and so silly, right? Like, ridiculously powerful, again, offensively and defensively. And, like, I suppose using him with Blue Kalk and Goku, he can sort of carry the load a little bit defensively, whereas Blue Kalk and Goku would struggle defensively, right? UI Goku obviously is not going to be struggling. Even though he ate that, he still only took 20k. Like, it's nothing. Because, you know, he's stacking his defense basically as he's dodging. Like, it's just, I don't know. A lot of these units that have come out now are just, they're really fun because they're so busted, but it does, like, this is why, like, PvP can't work. Because, like, these units are, like, way too stupid for PvP to ever, like, have a serious chance at working. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, if you're going to run into, like, a Universal Survival Arc team where they're rocking, like, Kale and Khalifa, Kale, Kefla, like, UI Goku, like, all of these offensive and defensive juggernauts, like, that's the thing. They're not just offensive or defensive. They're both. Like, they're all both. It's just going to be so nuts. And, like, if you're in PvP, how often are you going to be fighting pure Saiyans? Nearly every single fight, probably, right? So, I mean, you know, using Kale and Khalifa units would put you at a big-time advantage because you're probably going to be running into those pure Saiyan enemies. So, again, it would just be so silly, so stupid. I mean, there you guys go. There was this STR Khalifa. Let's move into our info breakdown, and we'll finish up for today. You know, maybe real quick, I just want to see this turn from UI Goku real fast, because we got Kabe here. UI Goku is going to have nearly as full passive, I think. Linked up with Blue Kalk and Goku. It's going to be pretty good right here. Yeah, 5.96. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good considering how crazy defensively he is. Yeah. Very balanced units coming out these days. They're not really actually balanced at all. They're ridiculous. They're insane. Alright guys, so this is Major Breakthrough Kale. Her leader skill is Pure Saiyan or Peppy Gal's category key 3 and 120% of stats. I mean, that's actually a significant leader skill. 120% is decent. I mean, and the roster there is pretty good. I mean, that's not bad whatsoever. Her super attack is the Resist Cannon, which stacks attack and defense, does supreme damage, and lowers defense. So she's doing a lot right there, stacking attack and defense. Just crazy, especially with how many super attacks she can get depending upon the type of enemy you're fighting. And then, like, her passive is just like... she gets 80% attack and defense no matter what at the start of turn. And she gets 10% attack and defense per Pure Saiyan or Peppy Gal category ally on the team. So the more of units that are in both categories, the better for her, right? But again, she is stacking both attack and defense anyway, so it doesn't really like limit your team building because you don't have to go for Pure Saiyans and Peppy Gals, right? Like, it's not really the way she has to be used. Then she launches an additional super attack if there's a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyan category enemy. Remember that it can activate for both. So, like, if you're fighting UI Goku, that's going to be 2 additional super attacks she'll do. So, Kale could do 4 super attacks where she's stacking attack and defense every single time. And then she's guarding because, of course, the last part of her passive is she activates guard against all attacks if there's an ally whose name includes Khalifa attacking in the same turn. And as I've established, all the Khalifa, like, so many of the Khalifas are just insane, ridiculous, OP. So, then her links are the Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Battlefield Diva, Solid Support, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. Yes, so recently Global did change some links. So it used to be Rival Duo. Now it's Solid Support. I did actually talk to the homie Garesh, and he said that was closer to what the Japanese translation is anyway, which is fine. But I mean, they really waited 5 years to change that. Like, it's like, okay, sure. But yeah, so remember, you know, any videos where it's like Rival Duo and stuff like that, that was before this most recent update for Global to prepare it for the 5-year anniversary. Let me see. Kale's 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is typical that we would expect. And then she is on several different category teams here. Of course, she's going to be good on pretty much all of them, right? Universal Survival Saga, insane. She's got so many buffs. Skinny Boo, Blue Kaioken, Goku, Bergamo, UI Goku, Kefla, just craziness. She's on Universe 6. I've sucked this team off a lot in the last month for obvious reasons. She's also over here on Pure Saiyans, which, I mean, it's not like Pure Saiyans was insane enough already. You know, now, like, you can, like, really, really do crazy things with Pure Saiyans. She's also over here on Rapid Growth, which, I mean, again, this... No, this is, excuse me, this is Peppy Gals right here. Peppy Gals. Where she's going to be very strong. I mean, we just got to... Again, Kefla, Kale, Khalifa, all these girls, so good on Peppy Gals. And then finally, Rapid Growth is down here. Rapid Growth should have been, like, the best team in the game, but they're just like, nah, we're just... You know, any unit that actually exhibits Rapid Growth, we're just going to leave them off the category. It's like, okay, sure. Makes a ton of sense. Not really. So let me know what you guys think. Kale's stupidly OP. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time.